Hello lovely people, I'm Debs. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Creative Book Shack. I thought I'm going to ease myself gently into the year. I quite fancy doing a card challenge, a 52 card challenge, because I think it's something really quick and simple that I can do and build up a little collection of things. So I have here an old playing card. I have a stencil and some ink and some aqua pens. I've got orchid and wildflower. I've got a bit of this, coffee dyed. I've got a sticker, hole punch, the spare bits from a pattern, bit of paper. So I've got all sorts of stuff basically. Some structure paste. What I don't have is my glue. Where's my glue? There's my glue. Now, when I do my cards, I really like to leave a number showing. This time, I'm gonna put a hole in there. I think we'll put it about there. Yeah. And I think I might leave. The. No, I'll leave the top number. I'm going to start by putting this tissue paper from the pattern all over it. I'm going to wrap it because I want some on the back as well. So I'm going to put that on there. And then that'll fit. I'm going to wrap it completely around. I think this way I'll be able to ink the edges nicely. So I'm going to fold this bit over badly, but folded it over. I need to fold that over, but I need to cut quite a bit of it off. So we'll go from there. I reckon this might not do it. Just okay, so we're going to cut this bit off here because I don't like that overlappy bit. I'm not really going to do anything else to the back. I shall just wrap it over. I'm going to cut that off there, that off there. I'm going to do the same with that off there, that off there. I only want one layer, so this is, you see what I'm doing? Cut that off there, that off there. Move all these little bits out of the way and then just glue these flaps over and probably that flap down as well. So let's just stick that down there. That's going to be over there. That's going to be over there. So there is my card wrapped. You can still see the number through it. I think I might ink the edges now. just while I'm at it. I'm not going to bother about the back in this video. I'm just going to do the front. Ink that a bit. Right, I think I'm going to start with some structure paste and a stencil and put some down there without going over the number. It's not going to fit in there, is it? Let's find a smaller one. Oh, let's just do it with a little thing like this. So this is just your basic structure paste. I've probably just covered up that number 10 that I said I wasn't going to. In which case, I'll leave the bottom one. Yeah, look, I've gone straight over that number 10. That's all the structure paste I need. I am going to just remove that and wipe that off. I'm going to use some aqua pens to colour it, but I don't like to do it straight on there. So this is why I have this glass mat, so I can mix up the aqua pens on the mat. I hope everyone's having a good week. It's funny, the week after Christmas and New Year, things start getting going again, but only quite slowly. So I'm going to touch some of this in here, in the gaps. I ought to dry the structure paste first, but you know what? I'm not going to. What I do want to do is drop a bit of water on this to make it spread. So I am going to just pulled the thing off, spray it gently. That didn't work. And then I am going to pause you while I dry it. Okay, it's dryish. So I did put a few splatters on there as I was drying it. The state of my hands. I've got some gold wax. Luster wax, this is called, by Sizzix. I've had this forever. It actually lasts almost an eternity. And I'm just going to go over some of the raised bits and put a bit of gold on. Just a little bit, because I fancy a bit of bling. Let's have a bit of bling. Right. Let us get rid of that and put the lid on that. Next, I've got some very cheap scrapbook paper. I only want a little bit. I want it to be ripped around the edges. I want it to be inked around the edges because I do like a bit of inking. And this, which is the Ranger Distress Oxide ground coffee, is my favourite ink, I think. Right, that'll do it, and we're going to put that down there. Do you see what a mess I make when I'm crafting? I'm really not the tidiest crafter in the world. I'm going to put that there, like that. And then we'll have some we'll have some of that there, I think. I wonder if I've got any. What have we got here? There's a little box of bits, cottons. Should put some blue on there. Let's put some blue on there. I'm going to separate the threads because this will be too thick, I think. I'm going to separate them into singles, but I'm not going to use them all. Then I'm just going to screw them up in a mess. Right, I think we need the other glue, and I have hidden it there. Oh, look, the thing's just come off my glue. There we go. I'll sort that pin out later. Put some glue down to stick the fabric on. Like that. And then I'm going to put the threads. Where am I going to put the threads? I'm going to put the threads there. I'm going to stick it down like this. There's actually going to be a sticker going on top of this. So this will hold the glue down, the thread down, but will also then encourage the sticker to stay where I put it. Here is my sticker. I'm doing a book themed one because books are my other passion. I'm going to stick that. Where am I going to stick that? I'm just going to stick it there like that. Press it down. The glue underneath it on the string will help. Is that going to come off? No, maybe not. No, I don't know why I put that hole in there first, because it now needs doing again. So let's do this again. There we go. There's the hole. I could stick a ring in there, but what I'm going to do is, this is Tim Holtz Ideology. I am going to, I think I quite like this one. So, oh no. And so the adventure begins. I think I might cut it. This is always a problem for me because I can't even cut that in a straight line. I am going to put a bit of glue on the back. I don't trust these things to stay in place. So I'm going to put that there. I can still see the 10. Then I'm going to put that one there. I am going to get a pen. What's this one? This is, oh, is that a bit small? 0.03. What we got there? That's a PN. Let's PN it. I'm just gonna put a line round them just to make them stand out a bit. Across there. And across there. And maybe go round the outside of the books as well. Just quickly and roughly. It doesn't need to be, nothing ever needs to be perfect, does it? Excuse me. That'll do. And then this, what have I done with it? It's one of my favourite things that I have lost. Where is it? There. Here it is. It's hiding behind my iPad. This is Bleed Proof White by Dayla Rowney. And I find it really, really useful for just doing a few splatters, because it really doesn't move. It just sits there nicely. Right, let's have a look. Right, I've splattered everything, including the card, and I think I'm done. I have a ring binder. This is going on there. Hopefully by the end of the year there'll be 52 of them, but who knows. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a drink. So, my first project for the year. Thank you for popping by. Thank you for watching. It's always lovely to see you. I shall be back on Friday. Have a lovely rest of the week. Bye for now.